well, I guess I better kick this hornet's nest. Yeah, let's talk about some gear. Now, right off the bat, I don't want to come across as preachy or forcing what I think about gear onto you, so take everything I say as just my opinion, please. If y'all are watching this, you probably ride yourselves anyway, so you know you're gonna have your own thoughts on this point. But if you don't ride and you're looking into getting bike gear because you want to start riding or something, maybe this might help you out a little, maybe, I don't know. But I think right off the bat, you know your own legal shit for your area, for your country, your state, if it might be like that. I'm looking at you, Texas. I think it's Texas, right? Is it Texas you don't need to wear a helmet? I might be right there. Probably wrong, but anyway. Actually, you know what? Since I already mentioned helmet, let's talk about helmet. Oh, and by the way, if you're ever curious about what gear, like what helmet, gloves, jacket, boots, jeans, all that sort of crap, I'm wearing, if you look down in the description of any of the videos, I'll list it there, so you'll know what I'm riding with and what I'm doing, what I'm wearing. It keeps me kind of safe. Yeah, I run 2 helmets typically. Well, yeah, I only have 2 helmets actually currently. I'm hoping to change that in the near future though, but anyway, that's a whole other thing. But yeah, I run 2 helmets. I've got a AGV AX8 DS Evo. Wow, that is a mouthful and it's stupid, but it's AGV's dual sport looking thing. And then what you're sitting on right now is a Icon Airmada. You know, that's just a given thing in my opinion about helmets. Just wear a helmet, but come on, make sure it fits you proper, because the interior head shape thing of the AGV is different to the Icon Airmada. So the AGV fits my head shape properly, and the Icon Airmada is a little snug and puts a little pressure in some parts of my head. So now I know exactly what my head shape is. It means whenever I go to buy another helmet, I know what helmet is going to fit my head shape properly. So just a little tip, if you can, go into a dealer or a shop that sells bike helmets and wear them for 10-15 minutes. See if you get any weird pressure points or anything like that, and then go from there. You don't need to buy the helmet from them, but at least then you'll know what your shape is and what's comfortable for you. Yeah, on jackets, I'm not going to say anything about squidding it and all, because there will probably be a day where I'll just go out in a hoodie or something like that, you know, so I'm not going to say anything about that. But if you're making a conscious decision just to be like, yeah, I just want to go out in a hoodie because it looks badass, come on, there is options out there for stuff that looks badass in that regard. Like, it looks super casual, it looks like you're not wearing bike gear, but it's super protective still, and you get a lot of functionality out of it. I think, in my opinion, the best one so far that I came across, I don't have it unfortunately because I'm not made of that money, but it's the Revit Stealth hoodie, I think it's called, and it looks straight up like a black zip-up hoodie, you know, but it comes with really great armor and is actually waterproof, so that's pretty cool. But like, I've got 3 jackets now. I've got an old Hungaric leather jacket, which I've had for years, like maybe 8 years I've had that thing. Then I've got my RST Pro Series textile. Crap, it's windy. And then recently I just got the Icon Team Merc, which is a pretty cool jacket. But like all of them have CE approved armor, you know, so it's going to keep it pretty safe if / when I come off. And like I know myself now that coming off hurts. I've done it enough to, like, that's just like slow things. Like I haven't had any higher speed incidences yet. Like I say yet because let's be honest, the way I ride and all, it's probably just a matter of time before it happens, unfortunately. But you know, what can I do with that? With jeans, like I'll be honest, I don't like riding in just regular jeans, like the sort of stuff you just pick up from any shop. For me, like knowing that there's at least something that's going to protect my flesh is a big thing. So I have the Icon Overlord riding jeans, them bad boys, if you can see them. And then a pair of, what are they called? I think they're called Red Root or something like that. They just look like a typical boot cut jean. It's, you know, not special, but they both have Kevlar or Kevlar-like material in them. And then it's got armor too. Ooh, that sounded good. Pretty Daytona. And then I've got a pair of Hungaric shell textile trousers. You know, that's just what I wear whenever it's really cold, because I just throw on like rain gear, like overproofs. What? Just like over trousers and an over jacket. Even in a textile jacket, I'll put like a rain jacket over it, because once textile gets wet, it stays wet for a good time. Like with boots, again, I'm not really a big fan of this riding in regular boots or sneakers or something, mainly because the sole's a little soft. I don't like a really soft sole for some reason. I know this is really dumb stuff to talk about, but I think it might actually help someone out, maybe, I don't know, so I'm going to talk about it. I've got TCX X-Rap Evo waterproof boots. You know, it's Northern Ireland. I'm heading that direction. I'm thinking I'm seeing rain spots on my visor already, so, you know, rain is a very common thing for us. So if you're not buying waterproof gear, you're just not thinking it through. Even for the middle of summer, you know. And then I've got a pair of TCX X-Rap Gore-Tex, which, again, another pair of waterproof boots, but they look like a, you know, your conventional like high top sneaker type thing. So it doesn't look like a riding boot at all. It just looks like a sneaker, but you know, it's got good ankle protection and all that too, but it's got a fairly stiff sole, which is nice. But that's just, again, my thing. I'm just weird like that. Now, for me, a major must is gloves. Like, I'd be fairly happy just going out with a hoodie, providing I've got gloves. And that's just a me thing. My hands are just, it's a weird thing that I have, that my hands are just like a no-go, I'm not risking it type thing with my hands. Like I've went through so many pairs of gloves purely because I've got really small hands, and I'm really close to this truck, but I don't wanna. I should have pulled in and put my waterproofs on. Shit. Oops. Providing this rain cloud doesn't follow me the whole way, I'll dry out pretty quick. Providing I can get through the rain cloud pretty quick. Oh, this is awful. Let's just you know, not sit behind him like this. Let's just ride hard. Okay, I'll come back to you once I'm out of this crap. Is that it? Am I out of it? Is it gone? Right, so back at it again. Yeah, with gloves, it's a must. Also, because I went through so many pairs, first of all, just to get my sizing sorted out, because I got really weirdly small hands. I got to the point again that I know what works for me and what I actually am looking for in a glove. Main things being not knuckle protection, weirdly, more about the palm of your hand. Like, these don't have it, but my Ruka 3-finger GTX gloves, they have a palm slider, and my Knox Orsa leather gloves, they also have palm sliders, or scaphoid sliders, whatever you want to call them. And that's, whenever you go down, that you put your hand out, and this means that your hand doesn't grip, it just slides then. Because the times I went down and not had sliders in my hands, I've ended up like twisting and jarring my wrist and shoulder, and that sucks. Like, no one wants that. Like, it's just really unpleasant, that's what it is, and it just sucks. So I've currently got the Knox Orsa leather gloves, which is a short cuff leather glove, which I prefer short cuffs, especially in like a everyday riding type glove. If I could, you know, think of the correct words. I've got these, which is a Furgan Land D30 Evo. Again, horrible name. Like, how is anyone going to actually be able to remember that crap? I don't. I got it wrote down. Yeah, but these are a really, really bad glove. Like, yeah, I've had to stitch them up more times than I'm willing to say. Like, just look at that finger. Like, it's bad. And then I've got my Ruka 3-fingered lobster things with the palm sliders, which are nice and warm actually. Like, they're not too bad, but kind of funky and weird. But hey, this is just me. Like, again, this is just my preferences. But also, like, I struggle to ride without earplugs and without, like, you know, like the buff neck scarf tube things. You know what I'm on about. I struggle to ride without them, even in the summer. I just wear like a really thin one, mainly because, like, whenever bugs and rocks come up and hit you in the throat, it hurts. You know, like, it really hurts. And it just helps take the edge off it, for me at least. So I've lost a bunch of them. So I had 4 or 5, and I think I've lost 2 or 3 of them. No, 2. I've lost 2 of them. So I've got a really thin one, I've got like a middle type one, and then I've got a thicker one. Like today I've got that middle sort of bracketed one today, because I want to keep my neck a wee bit warmer on a bit of a longer ride, because like 70 miles to where I'm going. So, you know, that's a thing. Can you see anything? Or are you all yucked up? These are probably all yucked up because Dum-Dum here in the VW Passat's kicking up all the water. Yeah, what was I talking about? Yeah, I think I said about the neck thing. Yeah, I wear a scarf. And earplugs, always. If I'm going to be on the bike for more than like 10 minutes, earplugs is a must. I use the pin lock ones and Alpine, I think it is. I'm not looking down, I'm done. Yeah, I think it's Alpine is the name of the other ones I use. They're pretty good. They both have like wee filters in them, so you can tune it a bit more to what you need and the amount of sound deadening that you might want. But yeah, no, go away, Rain. Oh, let off, come on, stop it. Come on, just stop it. What did I do to you? Clouds, go. Crap, that is that? It's heel. Yeah, So that's just been my sort of ramblings and thoughts on gear. And ow, hailstone just hit me in the balls, yikes. Yeah, this is unclip. So I'm gonna wrap this up real quick. Yeah, this is my thoughts on gear and what I use mainly. It's not so much what I feel that you need or should get, you know, it's just what I use. But anyway, I'll obviously leave you and get up here and hang out with some people. If you liked the video, why not hit the like button, and hey, if you want to see some more, why not subscribe? And hopefully this wasn't too long, and if it was, I'm sorry. But anyway, catch you in the next one. Later people, bye bye.